Alcaraz reacts to the new Indian Wells surface. I don't understand it. For the first time in 25 years, the tournament organizers have modified the playing surface, making the court faster. This change caught the attention of the Spaniard, who did not hesitate to express his surprise during the pre-tournament press conference. The court is a bit faster, yes, it's something I didn't understand when I saw it. This tournament has been played on the same surface for 25 years, on the same court, but now it has changed. I honestly don't know the reason. We'll train to see how it plays, although I think I adapt well to different surfaces and conditions, Alcaraz explained. Although the change could influence the tournament's development, the Spaniard remains confident in his adaptability, one of his greatest strengths. His first opponent and the road to history, Alcaraz already knows his potential second-round opponent, which will come from the match between Pablo Carreño and Quentin Elise. His debut is scheduled for Saturday, where he will begin his journey to try and lift the Indian Wells trophy once again. If he wins the tournament, Alcaraz would become one of the few players in history to win this Masters 1003 consecutive times. However, he insists that he doesn't feel pressure and that his main focus is to enjoy the tournament. I'm here to handle that pressure of trying to win 3 titles in a row. I'll try to enjoy it because every time I come to this tournament, I have a lot of fun training and playing. For me, everything here is very easy. I just think about enjoying this tournament, and every year I look forward to coming here, he said. His competitive mindset and enjoyment of the game have been key factors in his meteoric rise in the world of tennis. The serve, a work in progress. Another aspect Alcaraz addressed in his press conference was his work on his serve. Although he has improved in this area, the Spaniard believes there is still room for growth. My serve? I'm still working on it, still training and improving. I feel great because I think I've improved my serve. I believe I must keep trusting my movements, and I know I'll hit great serves. I have a lot of confidence in my second serve. I think it's very good and solid, but my first serve could be better. I think I'm close to becoming a serving robot, he said with a laugh. If he perfects his first serve, he could become an even more formidable opponent at Indian Wells. The Spaniard arrives with a relaxed attitude, insisting that he doesn't want to think about records, but the truth is, he is on the verge of making history. Additionally, the tournament draw leaves us with the possibility of a titanic quarterfinal clash, Alcaraz versus Djokovic. Will this be the matchup that defines the tournament? Stay with us to find out. The challenge of matching Federer and Djokovic. Since Indian Wells became one of the most prestigious tournaments on the circuit, only 2 players have managed to win it 3 times in a row. Roger Federer in 2004, 2005, and 2006. Novak Djokovic in 2014, 2015, and 2016. Now, in 2025, Carlos Alcaraz has the opportunity to join this exclusive club. However, the Spaniard prefers to remain calm. I'll try not to think about it. I'll just try to enjoy and see how the tournament unfolds. But it would be great to achieve it, he said in a press conference. Despite his relaxed attitude, there is no doubt that Alcaraz is fully aware of the magnitude of the challenge ahead. A potential quarterfinal clash with Djokovic. Alcaraz's path in Indian Wells won't be easy. As the second seed, he will debut on Saturday, and if everything goes as expected, he could face Novak Djokovic in the quarterfinals. Djokovic, who has won this tournament 5 times, leads the head-to-head against Alcaraz 5-3, including key victories at the Australian Open and the Olympic final at Paris 2024 in Roland Garros. If this matchup happens, it will undoubtedly be one of the most anticipated moments of the tournament. The impact of Sinner's absence. One factor generating a lot of discussion at Indian Wells is the absence of Jannik Sinner, the world number 1, who is serving a 3-month suspension after testing positive for clostebol, a banned anabolic steroid. Alcaraz, however, made it clear that this does not affect his focus. Jannik isn't playing, but there are many of the best players in the world here. I think the draw is really open, he stated. Among those top players are Alexander Zverev, the number 1 seed after being a finalist at the Australian Open, and of course, Djokovic, who is chasing his 6th title in the Californian desert. Djokovic and Andy Murray, an unexpected alliance. One of the biggest surprises for tennis fans has been seeing Andy Murray join Djokovic's team. For years, they were fierce rivals on the court, facing off in Grand Slam and Masters 1000 finals. However, the British player has now decided to work with Djokovic, at least until the Miami Masters 1000. This partnership could be crucial for Djokovic, who hasn't had the best start to the season. Remember, he had to withdraw from the Australian Open due to injury, and since then, he has only played 1 tournament, where he didn't perform well. With Murray's experience and tactical knowledge, the Serbian could find new strategies to face his rivals in this tournament, including a potential showdown with Carlos Alcaraz in the quarterfinals. Djokovic's path at Indian Wells. The Indian Wells draw gives us the possibility of a spectacular quarterfinal clash, Djokovic versus Alcaraz. But before that happens, the Serbian must overcome several obstacles. Debut, possible match against Nick Kyrgios, if the Australian advances in the first round. Third round, duel against Francisco Cerundolo or Alejandro Davidovich. Fourth round, a tough match against Alex de Minaur or Hubert Hurkacz. If he gets through these rounds, he will face Carlos Alcaraz in the quarterfinals, a match many consider a final in advance. Alcaraz, chasing history and the #1 ranking. Meanwhile, Carlos Alcaraz arrives in great form, confident after winning Indian Wells in 2022 and 2023, and aiming to become the third player ever to win 3 consecutive titles in this tournament, a feat only Federer and Djokovic have achieved. Additionally, the Spaniard has extra motivation, the absence of Jannik Sinner. If he performs well at Indian Wells, he could get even closer to reclaiming the world #1 ranking. Djokovic versus Alcaraz, who has the edge? If both players reach the quarterfinals, we are in for an epic match. Their head-to-head record favors Djokovic, 5-3, with key wins at the Australian Open and the Paris 2024 Olympic final. However, Alcaraz has already proven he can beat Noel, as he did in the 2023 Wimbledon final. But now, with Andy Murray in his corner, Djokovic might have a tactical advantage that could make the difference in this battle. The Spanish surprise standing in Alcaraz's way at Indian Wells. Pablo Carreño has successfully navigated the Indian Wells qualifiers, extending his great form, and will face Quentin Elise in the first round. The winner will take on Carlos Alcaraz in the second round. Indian Wells 2025 is shaping up to be an unforgettable tournament, with a highly anticipated clash between Novak Djokovic and Carlos Alcaraz. The world's tennis fans are eagerly awaiting this showdown, as both players have established themselves as dominant forces in the sport. Alcaraz, the defending champion, is aiming for his 3rd consecutive title at Indian Wells, further solidifying his place as the next great tennis superstar. However, Djokovic, a 5-time champion at the event, has a new ace up his sleeve, Andy Murray as his coach. The news of Murray joining Djokovic's camp has sent shockwaves through the tennis world. The two legends, who have had a storied rivalry over the years, now find themselves on the same side, working together to push Djokovic to new heights. Murray's tactical brilliance, experience, and deep understanding of Djokovic's game could provide the Serbian with a crucial edge against Alcaraz and the rest of the competition. On the other hand, Alcaraz continues to impress with his explosive athleticism, powerful ground strokes, and mental toughness. His recent dominance at Indian Wells proves he thrives in these conditions. Will he manage to outplay a reinvigorated Djokovic, or will the Serbian legend, with Murray's guidance, reclaim his throne? Let us know your thoughts in the comments. If you enjoyed this analysis, subscribe to Tennis Zone, turn on notifications so you don't miss any videos, and leave a like so we can keep bringing you the latest updates from the world of tennis. See you in the next video.